each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we don't know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
When the whole world was dragged into World War III, brave men like my father fought on the front lines. And they weren't alone. That was 20 years ago. Now it's up to us to carry on their legacy. And every so often, the earth from which we come gives way for something new, something greater to be born, and with them, even greater threats to face. Bring it on! Phenomenova. For you, Dad. For you.
Someone says, what's the future? Vaughn Coleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. What's going on, guys? We're here. So I think we're having some technical difficulties on the Fund My Comic end. Or are we not? Are we not? Hang on. Was that just as my phone? Can you guys get the buzz cover? Hold on. Let's find this out on Fund My Comic. How's it going, Alan? I'm going to be on his show. So we are launching the newest cover, but before we, you know what? Should we just launch it? Should we just do it? You know what I mean? Dude, first of all, I have so many because launching 2 campaigns at once is a crazy thing to do. And you know what? I'm feeling a little wacky. You know what I mean? Am I muted? No, there's no way. I'm not actually muted, am I? No, I'm not. All right. Screw it. We're going to launch Indiegogo first. Ready for this, boys? Ready? Here we go. And then we could start talking. Let's go. Launching campaign on my laptop. All right. And is it live yet? Might take a second. No, wait, hold on. I was reloading the wrong site. All right. There we go. We're live on Indiegogo, and now let's get it on Kickstarter. And Kickstarter is in drum roll. It says drum roll. Is now live, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you backed? You didn't? Oh, you backed up on my comment. Did the first campaign not fund? Do I have to go back? No, the first campaign did fund. But people, John, unlike yourself, are very much of the mindset that you know what? I do want your book. Okay, back it. Actually, can you do it on this platform? No. I mean, yes, actually. I said no, but I did do it. So maybe I shouldn't say no. Yes, of course, the customer is always right. I love the customers. Please. Back it. All right, so I should probably put the links in the chat now. All right. Thank you, Alex. So should I refresh yet? Oh, I didn't put the back cover on the campaign pages. Shit. I had so much to do. All right, hold on. And then to put my shit away for the cleaning ladies. This is a disaster. All right. Add. I have to add the back cover to the campaign page. I forgot to do that because I had so much shit. And I didn't expect it all to come in at once. But that tends to happen. Actually, it didn't all come in at once. I expected all of it to come in at once. But Reni's colors should be done soon for her cover, which means I'm going to have to go back and change that. Back cover. Reni colors. And then also, I'm going to have to add the cover colors to the Buzz cover. Okay. So, Indiegogo campaign. And then we got the Kickstarter campaign. There we go. All right, let's see where we're at, boys. All right, Kickstarter is now live. Okay. And there we go. All right, what did we get? What did we get? The Buzz cover. We got the Buzz cover. Okay. Let's go ahead and share this link out on socials. Share it out, boys. All right, here we go. All right, let me go. Phenomenova is live now on Kickstarter and Indiegogo. All right, now we're gonna. Which cover is your guys' favorite? Yeah, exactly. Which cover is everyone's favorite, by the way? Why did these other covers not show up? Oh, because it didn't load. And I could have waited 2 seconds. Does everyone have a favorite? All right, I'm going to just do this one. All right, I'm gonna message everyone too and be like, "Yo, guys, back it," because a lot of people, they're like, "I'm not backing it," and it's like, well, now you have no excuse. Now you have no excuse. Well, actually, people always have excuses. To be fair, let's see. There we go, and we're done. All right, I'm gonna just post those links. And then we can get back to it. Although I'm pretty sure I'm shadow banned to hell. On Twitter is very weird. Very, very, very weird. So, here's what we're going to do. All right, so I have a show at 10 as my equal phase because otherwise one of them would kill me. That's true. My favorite is the cheapest option. That's fair enough. It's fair enough. So let's walk it through. I just got this today. The Buzz cover which is going to be colored by this weekend, hopefully. And dude, this Buzz had an idea. I was like, oh, I kind of have an idea for a cover. He goes, oh, I have an idea for your cover. I'm like, you know what? Show me what you got. And then he just showed me the thumbnail for this. And I was like, holy shit, do that. I mean, this cover is amazing, man. Oh, all right. Kayla is, all right, there we go. Hold on. Where the fuck is it? All right, so let me see. I'm gonna have to just see. And by the way, if anyone wants the link and wants to come in and hang out, you could do that. Winner chicken dinner. Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like my audience is more into. Let's see. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna pin out Alex's message into Indiegogo. Hold on. I'm sending this to my friend group. All right, here we go, boys. Here we go, boys. So let's talk about it. So the Buzz cover, all covers, these variant covers are campaign exclusives, which means once like the book is printed, there will be a very finite amount of all of these. So you never know. It's someone's first time every time. So make sure you get one of these while it's available. Now these colors are going to be finalized. I'll add the logo. I think I'm going to go. What do you guys think? I think I should go logoless with this one, honestly. Like, otherwise it'll be blocking Golden Gallon's head. I honestly don't. I think I might just keep this as a virgin cover, honestly. I am gonna have Sukeisha on my show. There is a character that may or may not be inspired by her in issue 2 of Phenomenova. She was like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, because I had an idea for a character, and I was like, oh, well, it was a character that already existed." Anyway, there's some really cool shit that has come in, guys. I don't know if you were aware, but not only did I get a new front cover today, the finished whatever cover you guys back. I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter because it does. Everything matters, right? But check this out, guys. Ready for this? Logo on his shirt. Huh, that's interesting. That's an interesting idea. Check this out. This will be the back cover of Phenomenova issue 1, inspired by Bloodstrike #1 by Dan Fraga. Bobby came up with this. So that's Crusader Corps, even though it says Phenomenova. This team is called Crusader Corps. They fought during World War III, and they inspired our young heroes of today. And one of them will even be responsible for training them. Though, of course, they'll, more than one of them could have survived the war. We might see them in the series. But, here's just some of the members of Crusader Corps right here. And they're on the back cover. Go to RebelOasisStudios.com, which right now is kind of just links to the MailChimp, but I do want it to be a full thing. Don't forget. See, here's the thing. Frega told me that, but I didn't add it, and I'll tell you why. And actually, this was going to be colored. And the more I saw it, I was like, no, I'm going to leave it black and white. So here's why there's no blood splash. Because there was blood in World War III, but that's not really the edgy aesthetic we're going for. These were more just like, I decided to repurpose it so it's more like old timey instead of edgy. It's more like these are classic heroes. Even though World War III is still the future for us, it's the past for them. And it's more just the aesthetic. But I decided to leave out the blood because yes, these guys all did kill. But yeah, I already messaged Bobby, insisted he make Kunoichi's breast visible too. Of course he did. Yeah, it's no surprise that Bobby put her up front, of course. Although I do think that these two should have switched places, but it's okay. Edgy, wartimey, blood splat. I don't think so. I don't know. I kind of like it how it is. I don't know if I want to add blood splash. Although it is really cool. The rub the blood on that cover. That is really cool shit. It's really cool shit. All right, so who here is a Fun My Comic kind of guy? Because I feel like my audience, like, I don't know if this is a good idea launching on my own show, but honestly, I've been juggling so many things that I was like, I don't know. But you know, here we are. And we're just gonna hang out. We're gonna have fun. This has been really interesting. Who was waiting for the Kickstarter? All right, we got one Kickstarter backer as well. All right, cool. We're making some money. Two Kickstarter. Ooh, Kickstarter is winning right now. Kickstarter is winning. Banging back cover. Thank you, Phil. If you want the link, come on in. Already back FFC. I rightfully got my rightfully number one for. Oh, okay. That's why I was wondering why you launched on there. All right. Look at this, man. Get Phil so he can use words. Phil, if you want the link, man, I'll send Phil Diaz the link, and then if he wants it, he could take it. If he doesn't want it, I'll be like, "You a bitch boy, Phil Diaz. Why would you do this, Phil Diaz?" All right, hold on a second. All right, boys, what do we like most? Fund My Comic, Indiegogo, and About to Go Out. Okay. All right. Everyone, let's put a poll in chat. Fave platform. Oh, hold on. We're gonna just do this one first. By the way, is Fund My Comic working for you? For you guys? Fund My Comic. Kickstarter. Indiegogo. All right, here we go. F my C. Interesting. You dirty dog, you. Yeah, so also I am curious if everyone has a favorite cover right now. The FMC campaign really is more just whoever wants it, you can come by and get it. All right, here we go. This is interesting, man. Because I've never launched in two campaigns at once before when they play video games and they're too hard. I do that. You tell me you don't rage. Hang on. First of all, everyone rages when they play video games. Then guys not playing Final. Dude, they fucking all right. I got to talk about this shit. So I get to the end. I'm in the last side quest, and then they add this last fuck you side quest. I have to play all the mini games and do. And then they add this combat challenge. And when I tell you this combat challenge is ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. I was grinding for hours yesterday after a turned off stream, just getting my XP up. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But yeah. I get good. I might have to get good, honestly. All right, here we go. First of all right, so let's see what everyone's favorite is. Because obviously, like, we know Luke Stone. Let's see what everyone's favorite is in my chat. Let's see how based you guys are. How do I check this? Why is it not letting me check? This is ridiculous. Okay, so far we've got 7 votes, all for Fund My Comic. Make this 21st. So I do have to hop on Jay Drunk 3PO's, not Drunk 3PO, Diabolical Soul Studio to talk about. I just watched X-Men 97 episode 4, and it's really interesting because it's like the episode ends like 10 minutes early, and then it has another segment that's adapting Life Death. But it had a gaming segment, so it is interesting that gaming came up. I'm so close to the end of Final Fantasy VII, but I've been saying that for so goddamn long, and then I'm finally about to be done with the side quests, and this shit is so annoying. And then it says, "Oh, you just have to be ranked level 46," and then I'm like, "All right, I'm level 50," and they're like, "It's still too hard." Guess she'll have to be a mom for who will have to be a mom first. It's the white hair girl gamer I used to watch said it's hard for a man to be a gamer. Yeah, my Stellar Blade is collect. I know, dude. I have my Tears of the Kingdom, and I have games I haven't played in a long time. I know. By the way, I read Bronze Star. Very good. I need to read Wraith of God still. I know that's another Western book, but Wraith of God. I mean, Bronze Star, fantastic. Mike Barron is so good, dude. His writing is so good, so good. Let's check in on that Fun My Comic. Is anyone getting their Buzz cover on there? I might have to check some emails. Because I sent out an email. I was like, it's available now. And then it actually wasn't. So should be good now, though. No one's added it on Fun My Comic yet. What a shame. What a shame. What do you guys got something better to do than support your boy? Ridiculous. Here's the thing. Yeah, Buzz, I was going to interview Buzz today, but that's not happening. I also didn't mean to just stream over the professionals, but I had to. Fuck you. All right, this anti-Cyclops propaganda is so cringe. There's never like, okay, I mean, there are. All right, so here's the thing. Cyclops was a good character, and then editorial decided that they were going to bring his wife, and wouldn't you know it, the woman coming back ruined everything. That's all I'm saying. But look, all right, so they were like, Jean Grey. All right, so admittedly, I think Madeline Pryor was a mistake. The monkey game. What monkey game? There's a monkey game? Why I play Black Myth Wukong instead? I'm returned to Red Nexus and Good Ying since written by. I've read Nexus. Yeah, no, I know. Good Ying isn't out yet though. I haven't backed it yet, but Mike Barron told me he's very proud of it, so I'm looking forward to it. So far, Kickstarter is beating the shit out of Indiegogo, dude. But here's the thing, like a lot of like Kickstarter, it's just the default that people use. Like Indiegogo, I have to bring my own audience. It's like I might as well do it on Fun My Com. Hang on, I'm gonna message people that were like, you got it back on Indiegogo, and I'll be like, I don't know why I keep. All right. Here we go. So you know what? I'm gonna Fund My Comic disappear. Well, that an agreement on. You should have had Rini or someone else to boost. All right. I'll send the link to Rini, but she's probably busy because I didn't plan this as well as I could have. Because here's the thing: it was gonna be on Monday, and then I had to switch it, and I'm like, All right, here, I'll send the link to. Yeah, all right. I'll wait. Yeah, if anyone wants the link, I mean, I could just send it in the chat briefly. Why not, dude? Here we go. I mean, here's the thing. All right, I have a question. All right, I sent the link in the StreamYard link, by the way. You guys can come on. Look, all right, I have a question because Kickstarter did some censorship, right? But like, how is Indiegogo much better? I mean, they shadow ban everyone. They still take your money and they don't promote it. Like, at least your own audience will and already did. Exactly. Well, some of them, there were a few people that were like that reached out and were like, I can't do fun. Like, some people have had payment issues. Actually, a few people. Most people have been fine, like the vast majority, but there were a handful. Like, for example, when you saw my money go down, it was because someone who donated 500, they ended up sending it me a different way. But my campaign should basically be at 13K, if not past it. But because I got a lot of stuff refunded. Yeah, actually, it should be past it. So I'm still down a few backers. There are a few that just never rebacked because of the way I did it. So I made mistakes. I lost like a couple $100 probably because of it. The 500 I was able to get back, but yeah. Yeah, I mean it's just weird. I don't know. You can contest the unfairness and get resolved. I mean, is that true? I don't think that's true at all. I've never heard an instance of someone getting unshadow banned on Indiegogo because they contested it. Personally, I have never heard an instance of that. Can anyone show me an example? Because I haven't seen it. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's ever happened. All right, hold on. We got a boy in the chat.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Let's go. My poorly executed launch stream is. Well, here's the thing. I just needed to get 500. And look, I only made Indiegogo because I love the fans.
Right.
Because people were like, "I'll only back on here," and I'm like, "Okay."
Did you write those names down? You got to email them all and be like, put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna DM them. Well, because I just figured it wouldn't be exhilarating content for you guys to watch me just DM people.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong.
You guys, that would be fun for you guys.
I don't know. It depends what you're DMing them.
Just to my campaign link.
Oh, that's not exciting.
No, it's not exciting at all. What the fuck? What is Moromi's Twitter?
It's definitely something about Christopher. Hold on.
But all right, because every time I look at Moromi, I can't find this man. I cannot find him. All right.
Hold on.
All right. Here we go. Kickstarter so far is doing better. What did I get on Kickstarter? By the way,
it's Christopher R119.
Ooh, someone backed all covers on Kickstarter. Nice. Sexy. All right, now what's the other one? Hold on. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over.
I just dropped it in the private chat.
Okay, one sec.
Yeah. I think he was one of the ones that has problems with the payment processing on Fund My Comic.
The fact that anyone gets shadow ban ever is suspect to me. Luke will only ban you if you... Yeah, no, that's what I mean. That's the shadow ban is more cowardly than like the full, like at least Kickstarter. And I think the people who did that left. Like apparently the people who like who banned Jawbreakers, like they're not even there anymore, right? They're at Zoop.
No, yeah, they moved on to like Zoop or one of those other platforms. However, the guy that took over that department is not much better. So I think that certain people, if they were on there and it was brought to their attention, they probably would do that again. But like to me,
there's only one way to find out, right?
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like to me, it doesn't really.
The link, you can come on in. Sorry, what were we saying?
It does like to me, it doesn't really matter that much. Like I feel like why not try it and pick up some extra sales?
That's what I mean. Yeah. I mean, what's the worst case scenario if you get banned?
Right. Just go elsewhere.
That's also a news story.
Right. That's true. It can also bring attention to your other campaigns.
I personally, like, I'm not a big enough name where I think that it'll be a problem. No. But I remember I have had people. There are people that have a reason not to back on every platform.
Right.
And my own website, if people now listen, I'll throw hands if people are like, Vaughn, I don't trust your website. I'd be like, what do you mean? I created it.
It's shiesty looking.
Shiesty. All right, I got to make it not shiesty looking. Whatever I do. Is Substack any good? People use Substack, right? What's Substack do exactly? What is it?
Is Substack? I thought that was all like web stuff.
Now I have to do a passcode to access Facebook. God damn it. Blevins, if you want the link, just message me on Twitter, dude. Nice. Okay. Here we go. Dude, so the thing is that what's annoying is there's slight differences. Like, so actually Kickstarter and Indiegogo are almost the same now. Actually, they have this thing called late pledges, which means your campaign can end, but for an extra cost, you could back it after, and it just costs a little more, which is interesting. I didn't decide to do that because I'm basically like 30 days away from the completion, fingers crossed, although everything is taking longer than I thought. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. It's like they're almost the same, but the one difference is there's a backer survey at the end of the Kickstarter, and because of that, I decided to make the tiers more generic with covers, and it's like, okay, you just tell me what variant covers you want. But Indiegogo, I decided to make pretty bare bones, honestly, because I felt like it's really meant for the handful of people that are there, because it takes a lot of energy to run a campaign. So basically, I just figured if I'm promoting, people are like, "Are you on Indiegogo?" Yes, here it is. But I went on 30-something shows of Fun My Comics, so these people know who I am. I feel
Right. That's the thing. Like at this point, you're just picking up stragglers, which is fine. But you don't need to run like in demand because you've already got it in storefront mode on Fun My Comic.
It's that. It's a number of things. It's that, and another thing. I use it for a landing page. What?
Substack.
Substack? Okay. It's supposed to be social media for writers. The landing page function seems fine. Okay. All right. That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm also just curious. I wanted to launch here and just see what my poll is, which it's not. Here's the thing. Most of the people here have already backed me, right? Like,
Right.
Why does Walmart
Right.
ask you to rate your checkout experience at a self-checkout?
I always give myself a terrible rating. I'm a shitty bagger. You know, I dropped a couple things.
It's a good question.
They really should fire me.
It's a really good question, man. I don't know. By the way, it is, like I said, so if everyone prefers Fun My Comic, add the Buzz cover. So the Buzz cover is not an Indiegogo or Kickstarter exclusive. Like initially I was going to do, but I decided when I found out I didn't have to do that, I was like, then I'm not doing that shit.
Right. But as you go on other streams, you know, it's nice to have these options, at least for like this last 30-day stint.
So here's the thing. So I messaged every single person that backed all covers, emailed them all, and said, hey, so I know it said all covers, just letting you know there is another cover.
No, just kidding.
And so here it is. Right here so this is the only an add-on for this tier because it has discounted shipping. You could also, if you haven't backed and want to back it on Fun My Comic, you can select the Buzz cover on any of these tiers. Or if you back, like, let's say you want to add all covers right here, add that. And then I also say Buzz cover must be added to get all the covers. So you would just also add the Buzz cover down here. So I wanted to make it simple. You just add it to whatever and boom, there we are. That's it.
Yep. I've got them all now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So that's it.
You know, you might have gone just ever so slightly overboard with book one, but I understand why.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. I definitely did. I'm gonna narrow it down to for issue 2. I think I'm gonna do like 2 covers, maybe a third. How's it going?
No, like I think 3 or 4 covers is probably fine. I think that what happened here, it's like it's very understandable. It's because you had like the opportunity.
Yeah.
Like you
wanted to work with Buzz. Yeah,
you seized on the opportunity. And the other thing too is all the covers came out great.
They did, all of them. So, all right, what is so it looks like so far in the chat, maybe I will end the poll soon, and then we'll see what everyone's favorite. Well, actually, yeah, you know what? There's 5 options. So obviously 2 of them aren't fully finished, but what's everyone's favorite cover so far? So we've got before you guys answer. There's the main cover, the Sukacia cover, the Juju, aka Final Fantasy VII homage cover. There's the Rini cover and the Buzz cover. So what's everyone's favorite cover so far?
Is the voting anonymous?
For you, no.
I abstain.
All right. These covers are all good, man. Like I'm really happy. What I like about them, until the Buzz cover admittedly changed it, is each one came in. It just these happen to be in chronological order. The Buzz cover, I guess, would be synonymous with this, if not first.
You know what's funny though? If you line all these covers up, it almost tells the story or like a piece of the story.
Yeah.
Like you could see the evolution and like the change in tone.
Yeah.
So like if you rearrange the order of these covers slightly, you could actually kind of like construct the story a little bit here.
I guess I'd put this one.
They'd have to be towards the top, like you said. It's kind of synonymous with the first cover.
Because here's the thing: he's wearing this outfit that he doesn't wear until after he gets struck, but he's wearing it here. The crystal seems to be in the process of getting struck. So it would just be a matter of which one of these do I place first,
right?
Because. Okay, so when you actually read the comic, he's not this confident while getting struck, right? This is more meant to like be a pose. He's actually like freaking the hell out. So I don't know.
Yeah, I know the page in question, and yeah, Buzz definitely he hit that mark.
Yeah, he killed it. For an intro cover, it would be no costume.
You want him naked? This is an all ages book, sir.
Yeah, this isn't all. Yeah, exactly, man. Let's keep it. You know, that's a little too much, man, or a little too little. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's see. Let's go ahead and
maybe a sketch cover.
Did I just get a new backer and because my number? Huh. Okay, we got another Buzz cover sold, but the money hasn't gone up. That's weird. The backer number went up, but not the.
There's a delay.
Oh, is there a delay? Okay, so we got 2 Buzz covers sold on here. I'm surprised no one's. Has anyone backed them on? No one's added it on Fun My Comic yet, which is interesting.
I thought about it, but I had to claim my rightful number 1 that was stolen from me.
15 is how old Miles is in issue 1. I actually went back and it's weird because like if I say a character is like 20 or 30 something, the exact age doesn't matter. But when you're doing a character that's in high school, like how old they are, 15 to 16 or 16 to 17, actually I feel like does make a difference.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because in those years, it's like what? There's such a huge age gap, and they'll be like maybe like a year apart.
Yeah. It's like it's different once they're like in their 20s.
Yeah,
it's just like they're in their 20s.
Yeah, or even if it's a character in their 20s or 30s, it's like they get the age 30, 40. Like it really, as they get older, like that stuff kind of becomes less and less relevant. Which is true in real life too. But Miles 8 miles or Dominican what? Miles 8 miles or Dominican miles? Do you know what that means?
No, I think it's a code.
I don't know if I have enough brain cells to rub together.
Give us a hint. Help us find the right cipher.
Cipher. Oh boy. Great character. Incredible character. One of my he's not even one. Well, here's the thing. I like him, but he's not like my favorite. But like I feel like I have to be the Cipher defender now.
Yeah, you're stuck forever.
I do like him, but like
right, like your number 1 would be Cyclops.
Well, for X-Men, but for New Mutants, it's generic. But I mean, Magic, Sunspot, and Mirage are my top 3 New Mutants. Then I put Cypher and Warlock. I think.
Now wait a minute. Then why did you protest so much for that face swap?
Wait, what was the face swap?
The X-Men one.
What, Sunspot?
Yeah.
No, I love Sunspot. I just don't understand why you put my white face on the black kid.
I was
Any thoughts on X-Men 97? Episode 4 I just watched was good. Yeah, Sunspot was in that. Sunspot is very different in X-Men 97. I'm not sure how I feel about him because he just in that show he's kind of wimpy, honestly, in the show. And he's like, oh, I'm the rich kid, whatever. Sunspot was the rich kid in the show, but he was in the comics, but he was kind of a chat, honestly. He wasn't like a wimpy rich kid. He was like a pissed off. Okay, well, he wasn't like a full-blown chat because he was.
Yeah, he was.
Well, no, he
emo.
was. Yeah, he was very angry, but he also had a more tragic origin in the comics because his girlfriend, it literally the Hellfire Club, like they show up and like we're gonna kill this kid, like they're actually gonna kill this child, and then his girlfriend jumps in the way and takes the bullets for him, which is
wow.
yeah,
That's
it's messed
kind
up.
of kind
And
of backwards there, buddy.
well, he didn't want that, and so he's pissed off. And then he goes ape shit, and he's like, he just starts like he joins the New Mutants, and that's it. You know,
I mean, to be fair, like look at the target age for this show, like kids and up, right?
Right, but like oh my god, we got someone joining that's never been on the. I'm curious what this person sounds like, but hold on, the New Mutants comics. I mean, they were for kids, like they had to be approved by the comics code, but they were dark. Well, actually, no, hang on. The New Mutants graphic novel. Hold on, I'll let this person in, and then we'll continue talking because they had an interesting. I have the graphic novel right here, and I'm never gonna put it away. I don't think because I reference it so often. There's a few books that I like. For example, I would always put Fiendish away. It's away right now, but I've streamed with Rini so much that I just basically decided to stop putting it away because I knew every time it would come up, what's Casimir? Oh yeah. Okay, got it. So sometimes I just have comics here that I could pull from. But anyway, let's bring it. What was Master Hobo? What am I gonna play with? Oh shit! I revealed the. Hold on.
Well, surprises.
Right. Yeah. Damn it! Here Comes the Money would have been the funnier one for that.
Too late.
Right?
Now, this is epic.
Master Hobo, how you doing?
Yo, what's up, man?
Nothing much. It's always interesting, I've having people from the chat in and hearing their voices. But Sunspot was a whole different character in that. Yeah, I'm in agreement. Like Sunspot, I like Sunspot because you know what I liked about the New Mutants is that they weren't all easily likable right away. None of them had their shit. The only one who kind of had, actually, none of them had. They were all really messed up with when he first joined. Like, okay, so Rain has a traumatic past where she was like basically told that she was a demon her whole life because she's like a werewolf chick. And then you had
all women are a demon once a month.
Yeah, and then you had Sunspot, and then you had Mirage. And the thing about them too is like these were characters that were written in a very flawed way. And another interesting thing is people are like, oh, there's never really diversity. And it's like if you look at the New Mutants, there's like one white guy on the team, and he even was a villain for the first issue.
Of course.
But all the characters are very flawed. Well, I would actually argue, funny enough, the one that was like least flawed or least the most likable was the one who was a villain in that issue, which was Cannonball. Although Rain was likable too. She was just, but like you had the Native American chick. She was like mean. Mirage. She grew on me. I loved her, but like she was mean, man.
I mean, I like characters that are like assholes with good hearts.
Yeah.
But you can't have every character like unlikable, right? It's got to be a blend.
Yeah, well, and so that's why. So I would say the two harshest ones were Sunspot and Mirage to start with. But I like them. But they ended up being two of my favorites. And then Magic and have you seen the New Mutants movie? You don't need to, man. It's okay. But they made Magic like a high school bitch, and I'm like, that's not the character. The character, she's a nice girl. In the comics, because people were saying this is a perfect depiction. I'm like, not really. In the comics, she's like a nice girl with the bad side. But in the show, it's like she's a bitch that kind of has a nice quality. And it's like, that's not what it was. Like, they made her like a high school popular bitch. But she has issues. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then they have an original black character, and then they're like, let's not make him black. And I'm like, what do you mean? And then like, okay, so Sunspot they got a Brazilian actor, right? Like he is Brazilian, but they made him tall and like Hispanic, and he's supposed to be short and black.
Close enough.
Is it? Well, because he's from the same country.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Yeah,
That's
they all look the same.
I don't think so. In Brazil-
Evidently, that's
in Brazil,
evidently that's what they said when they cast them. They're like, you check the box, it's fine.
Hispanic, black, same thing.
Yeah, as long
Well,
as you're
he's
from
Hispanic.
the
He
same
has-
country, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that's so we could just cast an American as
Yes.
Cyborg. And that's
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
pretty much.
Well, hey, listen,
He
he's
doesn't-
American. It's fine.
Yeah, we all look the same.
Yeah, all Americans look the same.
We all look like you, Vaughn.
Yeah, well, according to
Whoa.
Japan, yeah.
Well,
I love
you know,
the Americans are always blonde. They look like Guile from Street Fighter, or who are
Listen,
the American stereotypes?
listen, Japan doesn't get everything right. You know, they make mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
get Japan. Listen, Japan. All right. So I love. Have you seen the memes where it's like, "Be the American Japan thinks you are."
Oh, the big buff dude.
Well, it's all of them. There's what is it? There's what's the guy from Metal Gear Solid? The
Yeah, it's
Senator
like you're
Armstrong.
going to be like a
Yeah.
gunslinger or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, that one's accurate.
We
but
all
still.
got pet eagles as well.
Yeah, oh yeah. Pet eagles. I wish. Hang on. Do you think they'd be good pets, eagles?
Not for me. I'm
no.
really short.
No, they're terrible.
They're terrible pets.
Oh yeah,
I think an
Unfortunately.
eagle's bigger than I am.
wow.
I'm pretty short.
In that case, I think you should have an eagle.
What is yeah, so for everyone that's getting the buzz cover, yeah, like I said, the back cover will be the same across all of them. I'll have to add that to the campaign page. But I will be back later tonight. So here's the thing. So I had Jay's stream, Desolate Soul Studios. But I have that, and then I'll be back here streaming into the night, and we could just kind of hang out and have fun. But I'm trying to think of eagles kill. Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean they kill you. Hawks can be domesticated. I mean, eagles they wouldn't kill Americans. That would be anti-American.
That's a
Right?
good point.
Would eagles? I mean, they couldn't do that. I would hope not.
Yeah, they love America.
They love this beautiful nation.
You'll get a traitor.
A traitor eagle?
Yeah, he's on the take from the Russians.
Oh, fuck.
Chinese eagle.
One, we have an Indian. No.
Captain
No.
America.
I don't even want to see that.
Like, not American. Well, first of all,
He would sound
why
funny.
do there need to be like? Do you remember when they were making like an Captain America of every nationality? And it's like,
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I remember
like,
that.
dude, like he represents, like, okay,
Oh, they had a Captain Hobo. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. That
You
wasn't
should have been
me. I
proud of
swear.
that one. You were like, oh, finally, for the first time, I feel represented.
yeah,
They could have done it better.
like, okay, this guy Scion is one of the main American superheroes in World War III,
Is he
right?
Captain America?
No,
Hmm.
he's
Gotta-
Captain America. Is Captain America.
Yeah, he's got
Uh,
a gun strapped to his back.
That's
So
more
he's
American
a
than anything.
psychic. He's a psychic. Yeah, I actually the artwork was done in an earlier version, and I felt it was important to add the gun back. Also, actually, when I pitched it to Rob Hunter, he was like, "I don't like psychics," and I was like, "All right, let me think of because you got to just give him a gun." And it's like, now we're talking.
There you go.
Give him a yeah. But here's the thing. I mean, if they're in a war zone, and yet no midget Captain America. Not
Oh,
yet.
that's true. We got to work on that.
See, all right, because here, this is my problem.
get there
Okay,
soon.
does a character need to like okay? So if it's a Captain America, if you're American, that character proud to be an American, you don't even have to be actually technically to like the character. But like, if you want a character to represent you, if you're an American, Captain America should be, I don't know, representative of you in a way. I'm not saying. I don't know. I just don't see like why the fuck they need to change that. Like, what well, there's different America for everybody. I mean, there's central ideas, right? Like,
Right. No,
like
it's stupid. It's stupid. Think about how many people are fans of anime and these characters look nothing like them and they still identify with these characters. No problem.
Like, okay, so she's French. She represents, like, she's kind of, there's some Joan of Arc in here. She's Japanese. She's got some ninja in here.
Kunoichi.
He was actually a hard one to figure out design wise. Him, my artistry. So he's obviously American as well. She's German. He's British, right? We got the knight armor, the classic knight
Right.
armor.
Well, it makes
Take place.
Sorry.
Oh, where does this take place?
That is World War II, 20 years before this story begins. You see Crusader Corps.
Oh, okay.
Which I do want to make a prequel series eventually. We'll see.
Yeah.
Depending, because I have plans for other stories, and we'll see how early on we want to start production on Crusader Corps. But I say do this.
Phenomenova.
We'll see Phenomenova, and then we'll see if people want Crusader Corps really badly, or if people want to. Because you do see some more backstory in issue 2, which I have written. Issue 3, I have written. I'm going to work on 4. I'm going to because initially I've had 1 through 8 rewritten. I think I'm going to condense a bit and change some stuff around. But 1 through 3 are pretty solid. I'm happy with them.
Yeah, I mean, there's always room for improvement in your early stages.
Yeah, I'm a much better writer now that I've seen. Just seeing your stuff on the page changes things.
Right.
Phenomenova issue 1 is technically my second published work, but my first full. Well, actually, no. The other one was a full story. It was a 10-page.
Right.
Scene,
but this is your world. This is all yours.
Well, so was the last one. The last one was my world too. But it was totally creator owned, but it just was a 10-page short story. But it was. I keep discrediting it, but that was a full story. Actually, it was because it was an opening scene, but it has a beginning, middle, and end. The conflict is resolved. But obviously, it was meant to be the opening scene of will be a larger story. But there we go. So let's see, Phenomenova, and I think I was about to say they're all so good. I didn't get a chance to really soak in this cover because sometimes I'm afraid I don't spend enough time looking at the artwork because I'm always working. Crusader Corps comic, when? Listen, once there's enough demand for it and I know it can make money, I'd love to have that going alongside Phenomenova. I would love to do Crusade. Let me ask you guys a question. Okay, so we've got Phenomenova going, and the next priority is Phenomenova issue 2, and I want to keep that going. As long as I break even, Phenomenova is going to keep making money, or keep getting made, right? But if I were to start my next series, it would be Land of the Lawless or Crusader Corps, and those would be more limited. So Land of the Lawless is my first published work. Bobby inked it. Bobby wants to do more on it. So here we go. Let's see, right here. Okay. First published work is Land of the Lawless. Here. So it's futuristic Western where we have the smoking hot chick who's in a high-tech truck going through futuristic West, and she gets ambushed. I have a whole story planned. I had written most of a screenplay, but this would be, totally different world. But smoking hot bombshell fighting her way. It's an action/Western. Or Crusader Corps would be about the heroes that fought during World War III 20 years earlier, before Phenomenova. So I'm not sure which one of those appeals to you guys more as a concept, superheroes in World War III or the Western.
I mean, you're not going to be doing any of this for a hot minute, right?
Depends on how well I do.
Right, but I mean, you're planning on getting out Phenomenova 2 first.
Yeah, and probably 3, I would imagine. Okay. But when I start production, though.
Right. But what I was driving at is that you've got time to get a book or 2 into people's hands and then hit them up and be like, do you want more in this world or do you want this other concept, something a little different? Yeah. I mean, ultimately, it also kind of depends on you, right? Like, sometimes a creator needs a break from a particular universe. So if it ultimately, if it benefits you to step away and do something completely different, then I say do it. If you don't get that like because not all creators get that kind of fade, right? Like if you're still pumped like every time for this world and you don't feel like you need to stop and do something different, then keep going. Because I do feel that one advantage is that Crusader Core would be it's connected, right? Like it's easy to tie the two together.
Yeah, Bobby is taking a break from streaming, but we're still boys. He's still, like I said, he has this beautiful back cover if you want to talk Crusader Core. Right, but I'm just wondering, Alex. So, well, you haven't read Phenomenova, so your opinion you might be like, "Oh my god, I'm really intrigued by Crusader Core." I think a lot of people are going to read Phenomenova and want Crusader Core,
right?
But just based on those images, which of those are you more interested in?
Based on the visuals,
yeah,
Crusader Core.
Oh, okay. All right, let me actually do. That'll be my second poll in chat. First of all, let's go ahead. Yeah, let's make this. So, Fund My Comic and Kickstarter 27%. Nobody prefers Indiegogo here. So, listen, I'm probably just gonna get five. Like, I'm probably gonna get a few on Indiegogo, but that's right. I don't need. It's literally just for the people that don't want to back on Kickstarter, and or Fund My Comic, and that's it. All right. Which do you want more? So I'm gonna do Land of the Lawless. I'd love to, if it were up to me, I would love to just be creating new ideas all the time. I am gonna write. I think before I even would think about writing either of them, I want to rewrite the first arc of Phenomenova, and then I have the first couple arcs. My plan is to have my first arc. And then if I can get it going at a fast enough pace, I would love to keep it coming out, and then even have people do fill-in issues. Like Jules, for example, said she would love to do a fill-in issue of which I think is fine. But first, I got to do the full first story arc.
Right.
I want to rewrite that, but I know where it's going to end up, and then where the next Land of Dan Lawless. No, Crusader Core. So Crusader Core, this is the back cover you will get for Phenomenova issue 1. Everyone regardless of which cover you back, everyone gets this. But yeah, I'm wondering, did most people back the main cover because it's the main cover because it's cheaper? Or because obviously that cover is not limited. So I decided, because I know most people do that. I wanted, like, because here's the thing, the main cover is cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, you still want a good main cover, even if it's like going to be a cover that you can overprint or reprint or whatever to whatever degree you want. It's not campaign exclusive, but you still want a nice cover.
So Land of Lawless and Crusader Core. Yeah, Crusader Core. Listen, Land of Lawless, I think, would be an easy sell too. You put a hot chick on a cover and that's it. Crusader Core is also, it's in such a big scope, but I'm going to make it personal enough. I have a plan for it. It is going to be limited, whereas Phenomenova is going to be going for a long time. I really want it to go for the foreseeable future. Crusader Core would be much more limited, but that's crazy limited. Like enough to fill an omnibus, I would think. Would be what Crusader Core would be. Like it would be a chunky boy, like at least this big. I'm thinking by the time it's done, not a little bigger. That would be my whole thing. But I really would love to do some really cool, some great stuff with that. All right, so here's the thing, guys. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the screen behind me. Okay, here's the deal. If we hit 15K across all platforms, everyone gets this as a mini print. We're close. We're close. So if that's interesting to you, definitely make sure you do that. So also, if we hit 20K, Bobby is going to do a trading card of Galvanite. I may even throw in another stretch goal, but really our main Galvanite pictured right here. I'm doing my part. I love that. Yeah, there we go. So I think the most let's see, because I think the most backed variant cover last time I checked was Rainey's. I think Rainey's is the most backed one. Obviously, the most backed cover is the main cover. But Rainey's variant, I think, is the most backed. No one's backed, I don't think. I think everyone who's backed multiple covers gets the main cover. I don't think anyone really. There's a handful of people that will get just like 2 variants. But most people generally do get the main cover. Is what I noticed. It's really interesting. But no one's gotten just the variants without the main. Like if people are getting multiple covers, yeah, they want that. But so far, dude, let's compare notes, man. I mean, so far, Fun My Comic is lacking today. It's lacking.
Well, like I said, you're picking up the stragglers, right?
Well, Fun My Comic really is mainly just the people that backed it and want to get the yeah. So right now, yeah, I'm picking up stragglers, and then there's people that I know are going to wait till the last day on the campaign, which is what I often will do. It depends.
Yeah, I do the same thing too.
It's just fine. I understand that. All right. So we got $70 raised, 2 backers on Indiegogo. Okay. And both of them are the Buzz cover, so I can't tell if everyone who's backed on, if I've gotten any new people at all on Indiegogo. I don't know. Maromi is one of the people, by the way. When I said like there are certain people that I made that campaign, that's for you, baby. That's for you and a few other people. This I have to add to the campaign page. We are at 3 backers, but 3 big boy. I guess some people that really were waiting. By the way, a little secret for Fun My Comic. So this is going to be $600. But 5 of everything, but it's 500, and it comes with even more on Fun My Comic. So yeah. But yeah, these covers, I mean, I'm so happy with how these all turned out. Also, I want to say this. Sometimes when you like Rini added these drones.
Yeah.
They've already been implemented in later issues. Like now that because now they're canon. Like, because I like adding like stuff. Like these are canon, and they've already in an action sequence in issue 3, and there's a plot hole that I think I'm gonna fix with these drones. Or not, I don't know if it's a plot hole as much as I don't know how to describe it. But I think I'm gonna use these. How many does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, I already fucked up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Goddamn, Rini, 15. All right, so they're gonna have to. Well, I'll use however many, But I think I'm gonna. They're now part of his arsenal. I should ask her if she wants to come up with a name for these. Normally, his weapons are cloud, like weather-related names. Here's the thing. Zach drew his armor slightly different. Oh, I forgot. That's not. That is a Fun My Comic exclusive.
Well, that is one, and I'm not sure
who would buy the variant without buying the main. Who
would do
people?
That? How dare you?
Did you do that? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Put every creative block meme in a book with a story like the way they take manga, and then more words and pictures and sell them to girls. Well, okay, so there's a creative block like kind of joke. Actually, Alex had a line in my script that's a reference to some. I had him come. I was like, all right. He got 2 fake names in there, and then there's a lot of rejected names for Galvanite, and then obviously Lord Lightning is crossed out as a reference to this. Oh, look at that, we got another person in here.
Great name. I don't know why you ever abandoned it.
He got bullied.
Yeah, literally, yeah. That's exactly what it was. Because I was all right. First of all, and then Phil has the audacity to, after the fact, be like, "Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was that good."
He's like,
"Yes, he did."
He was like, "I was drinking." It sounded great when I
It
was
Yeah,
here.
wasn't.
yourself
Phil
on.
doesn't drink.
I know.
All right, we have someone who's back.
I'll be back.
How's it going?
Nothing much. How are you guys doing?
Doing well. You sound like a rope. You sound like a transformer, man.
He is a transformer.
Yeah,
on.
that's
Oh my god.
great.
Lightning
Can't hear
Lab
him.
was better. Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you. Also, when the character breaks, grows up, it will change. But it would it have to, because here's the thing, Kid Kaboom, Boom Boy initially, the Diaz brothers convinced me to change it to Kid Kaboom, but Kid Kaboom now is going to be a name that he's just going to grow up with. It's going to be a name he grows into. But it will be forever a reminder that he was a kid's superhero. But anyway, where was I going with this? Yeah, Lightning Lad was taken before I was born, many years before I was born, actually. So
Kind of a good name. Lightning Lad sounds not that good.
I think it sounded good. I was
I like
very
Galvan
happy.
Knight better. Sounds cool.
I do too. I Galvanite grew on me. Same thing with Phenomenova, that grew on me too. But man, dude, this Kickstarter right now, let's see how much, because honestly, considering how small this stream is, who do I want to send the link to, by the way? Because here's the thing. I didn't send the link to that many people because I knew it was going to be a small stream. It wasn't going to be a long stream because it's already, but I could send the link to whoever just wants to join. Yeah.
24 hours.
24 hours. Well, it's going to be, because I'm going to come back here with after Diabolical Souls, so probably after midnight, and whoever wants to come on can just chill, hang out,
Oh, cool.
But I'm going to keep
Tend to
it.
stay up late.
I'm hoping that I could at least get the 500, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Here's the thing, like I said, the Indiegogo is entirely for the people that for one reason or another don't want to back on Fund My Comic. So you did say this wasn't planned. Well, it was planned. It was planned, but just not as well as I maybe should have planned it. But yeah. The Buzz cover obviously is the lowest right now because it literally just launched. But I think that'll go up. Also, I'm waiting for my interview. So the plan had to change, actually. Like literally today, the plan changed, and then yesterday the plan. So the plan changed multiple times. Initially, it was going to be a Buzz interview, but that's going to be put off till next week. I am going to have Sukeisha back for an interview, which is I know people are excited for.
Get them
Rainy,
viewers.
Jules, I'm going to have for an interview. I don't know when, but yeah. Who else do I want to? I think might even have my letterer on. Honestly, might have my main artist on. But we're close to. By the way, done with. I think we're 4 pages left of colors. Like we're close. We're really close. And yeah, which is really cool. So that makes me happy. But yeah, for the people that haven't backed, this is it. You just gotta.
This is your last chance.
No, it's actually not. It's not artificial scarcity. Yes, it's a 1 day long campaign.
That's right.
And
Every day, it's the last day. It's like the going
day. Oh, I should do that campaign. Remember what your boy Zach did, where he did like the 2 day campaign?
Oh, what's it called?
Oh, that was
I forgot what it's
terrible.
called.
That was weird.
Was it like Zach Friday or something like that? I can't remember.
This is the first time I ever heard you speak, Hobo.
Yeah. Not that impressive, is it?
You guys sound like normal.
I thought he'd be more grizzled.
I thought he'd have a Hispanic accent. He told me he was Mexican, so I thought he had a Mexican.
Really?
I'm not Mexican. I'm Hispanic. I never said I was Mexican.
Latinx?
Oh, it's wrong.
So the entire time when we DM, I would just have it here in my head, just like him with a Mexican accent.
Yeah.
Tisk.
I'm an American first.
Goddamn Americans. Still, there we go. It looks like, let's see what the people in the chat are saying right now. People in the chat are saying, or at least seem to be leaning toward Crusader Corps. Oh,
Yeah, I
all
like
right.
Crusader Corps because I'm more into superheroes, anyways.
Because I think I'm down to write both wolves, but yeah, I mean Crusader Corps. Which one would be more work? I don't know.
I'm kind of more into like I do love the superhero genre and everything. I know giant robots is definitely one of them, but more into like action stuff like the superhero stuff and robots and John Wick and all that.
You're more into superheroes than. Sorry, what? Than.
No, what I was saying was is that I'm more into like action related stuff.
Yeah.
And like fantasy, sci-fi, all that. I despise romance with a burning passion.
I think, listen, if it's well written, what's Land of the Lawless? The Land of the Lawless is my first ever published work. It was 10-page short story that I wanted to be more, but I realized it was a writing contest that had to be 10 pages, and I realized that first opening scene would be perfect for that, so I trimmed it down to 10 pages, and boom, Land of the Lawless. So it's set in a futuristic West where you have this hot chick named Lyra Lawless, who is a gunslinger who is traveling through the West with this high-tech truck, trying to find a new home in a lawless land after the place that she comes from has become very authoritarian. And she has to fight her way through these violent gangs and thugs and outlaws in this land. So that's what Land of the Lawless is about. Yeah. And so that 10-pager is just an encounter. She gets ambushed by a gang and she has to fight her way out to survive. And then I would love to continue that story. And then Crusader Corps is when the world burns, they were the first to the call. Kind of, in a way. Yeah, in a way. I mean, literally in a sense, because the villain is Lord Dragonfire. It takes over China, and he can bend fire to his will. But yeah, Crusader Corps, there will be more members of the team than just the 6 you see there. But yeah, those are just some of them. And it's Crusader Corps it was when I was coming up with the backstory, I was like, this is so cool. This is so cool. And then I just kept adding and I'm like, this is a story. This is a story. But I decided that, like, the thing is, if it's a prequel, there will always be interest in it. But if I were to do it, Phenomenova would just have to wait on the shelf for years if I led with Crusader Corps. So that's because I can't jump to the future while this is going on, but I can always jump to the past. It's just the way it would be like doing Legend of Korra while Avatar is still going on. It would just kind of almost like diminish Avatar.
It already kind of did.
It depends on the type of story you're telling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are ways to bring things in that are like part of the future world, just as long as they don't spoil anything.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah, don't reveal too much.
All right, I just backed your campaign on Kickstarter for that new cover with the signature.
With the signature?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Did I forget to add a signature tier in Indiegogo? No. I did on Indiegogo. Shit.
Oh.
Ah, fuck.
Wait, what?
It's his first time.
God damn it!
At least I won't have to wait 10 years for that one.
Nah.
Wait, you want to wait 10 years for Phenomenova?
No, I don't.
Oh, what? All right, you backed it on the Buzz cover on Kickstarter, you said?
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you. Yeah, the Buzz cover is, and I'm disappointed I didn't get to interview him, but I did get to today. But I will get to interview him. But I did talk to Buzz today earlier. And that's going to be a fun one. Buzz is fucking hysterical. He has like all these crazy industry stories. Buzz. So Buzz is the one who did this latest cover. And he's actually in Kingdom Come. Do you guys know that? Have you guys read Kingdom Come?
Oh, really? I read Kingdom Come. I didn't know he was there.
Yeah, well, I mean, so he was one of the guys. So he is good friends with Alex Ross. So hold on. So he was at Alex Ross's place, and Alex Ross was like, "Can I use you as a model for people. I actually called Spider-Man Superman a comic. You're entitled. Yeah, no, he did, and then he also called Peter Parker Peter Palmer in Spider-Man #1.
Peter Palmer.
Did you guys know that?
Yeah, I knew that.
Spider-Man issue. Yeah. All right, Buzz. I'm trying to find. So Buzz is where the hell is? So he's in it a few times.
He got drawn by Alex Ross. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So he shows up as a thug, I think, and an alien. Or no, maybe no. I think he just is in the background in one scene. But he's all right. So there's a part where they're fighting like some gray aliens. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to find it. There's a part in Kingdom Come where there's some gray. Oh, here we are. Oh no, that's Batman. That's fuck. Where they have like they're bald aliens. You know, it's like a. God damn it! I'm trying to find it. I think it's earlier on. Oh, do you guys like Kingdom Come? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's one of my like top 10 favorite books.
All right,
Yeah, it's one of mine too.
right here. One of these guys.
In the background?
No, one of these guys.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he
Oh,
poses.
I
one
remember
of them.
now. How did I not see that?
Yeah, it's one of my.
Oh no way! That's awesome. Yeah, but I think Kingdom Come. So Kingdom Come's great. I'm trying to think of what other ones I was really inspired by, but yeah. Hold on.
I kind of could see Kingdom Come in Phenomenova.
Kingdom Come. Pardon. What do you mean?
I kind of could see that in Phenomenova.
I see. That was unintentional. All right. So here, I'll tell you my biggest influences. So my biggest influences were Chris Claremont's X-Men run, New Teen Titans, Young Justice. Actually, I feel the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, as well as the original Spider-Man comics by Stan Lee. I'm getting to the Ramita stuff. I'm jumping between a lot of runs. Here's the thing. When it comes to just like mapping out stuff, like I will go to Frank Miller for certain things, but in terms of the original story, Pokemon was. Dude, I fucking love Pokemon. But no, I don't listen. You'd be surprised. I could pull influences from like all kinds of places. There would be things where I'm like, you never know. You know, like sometimes, like hell, even there's a Shawshank Redemption reference in my script. You wouldn't really think about it when you read the comic, but it's. I'm like, I want to have a certain feeling, and I'm like, all right, this scene from the Shawshank Redemption is like referenced this one scene. You'll see it. Well, actually, you probably won't even understand it when you get to the book because it would only make sense in my mind. But yeah, I mean, I think people just pull from everything, and I think that's fine. What else? I haven't read a crazy amount of Justice League. The Justice League, like the DCAU as a whole, definitely played an influence. The Justice League animated series, especially, and
Favorite show?
What favorite show? Yeah, that's a good one. I also have a list of like homage covers I'd love to do. Yeah, I mean, I pull from all sorts of stuff, man. Like all sorts of stuff. But yeah. Let me see if I can add a signature tier to. Where did I put my? All right, let's see.
Or Indiegogo backers not getting an autograph.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't. I didn't think because here's the thing: you could sign it.
Well, I planned on having one copy to read and one copy to send to CBCS or CGC.
Oh, nice. Which do you know which one you're gonna do that with?
The cover I'm gonna read would be the Final Fantasy cover, the Buzz cover, which is the one I had the signature. I'm hoping CGC can take it because I know CBCS they'll take any signature. CGC I don't know because they now have this new program to send in unwitnessed signatures, but I don't know if I type in your name they're gonna go like, who the fuck is this guy?
No, I mean I don't see why not. They would. I mean, would there be a reason that they wouldn't take it?
No, that probably wouldn't be a reason.
Yeah. All right.
Everyone knows who Vaughn is. He's Cloud.
That'd be funny. Hey, I would like to send in this comic signed by Cloud.
I mean, he looks like him, so close enough.
Send in a picture of Vaughn dressed like Cypher.
No,
All right.
I like
I'm adding the signature.
I like to imagine that they're just gonna be like, do you mean the voice actor who plays as Cloud? No, actually Cloud. And she'll just be sitting
Look,
there.
listen. Here's him wearing a dress. See, it's all legit.
Oh, fuck you! You had to go there.
Did he really wear a dress? No fucking.
In Cloud? Have you played Final Fantasy VII?
No, I was talking about you.
Oh, I didn't know. No, come on, no, ridiculous. Whatever.
This is slander. It was a skirt.
No, I know about in Final Fantasy VII. I got to that part recently, and I was just sitting there like,
there's nothing we can't do with Photoshop. Wait, I have the perfect face, the perfect Vaughn face for this too.
No, but when I went to play that part, I was just sitting there like, what the fuck?
I mean, it kind of makes sense in context, but it obviously, like, they were obviously having a laugh when they came up with that idea.
Well,
but
because
like,
because here's the thing: there are 1,000 other fucking ways they could have devised for Cloud to get into that situation.
Correct.
Like
they
went out of their way to do the dumbest shit.
They were having a laugh, but the problem is that like you as the player are like seriously invested in this in a way that the creators maybe are kind of like, we just want to get this game out the door. So they're like just fucking around.
Dude, I have to just add an image, and I didn't have an image of my signature, so I'm just making this the image for that tier.
That's perfect. That's it.
It's not even cropped.
You want this guy to sign your shit.
All right, that's it. It's added. All right, so now I'm making it an ad. I'm officially adding it to every tier.
But when I got to that part in the game, I honestly thought it was just something Team 4-Star just made in as like a joke.
Oh, because you watched the animated, the abridged version?
I've seen the abridged version. I haven't watched all of it. I stopped it through season 2. But I remember when I got to that part, when I watched that part, I'm like, this can't be actually in the game.
It's in the game, dude.
Yeah, when I started playing, I'm like, this is actually a thing. Why is this a thing?
It goes from like, and the tonal whiplash too. It's like it goes from that to like the next segment of the game is like tons of people die, and it's really sad. But right before it, they have the cross-dressing. It's like, what?
At that point, I was also expecting the guy with Cloud to go, I'm a dude. He goes, even better.
Oh yeah, that's Final Fantasy VII Abridged is so fucking funny. I love it. Like, I adore that game. I need an adult. Vaughn is a 60-year-old man who loves sandwiches. Let's see. Did you know that Justice League has the same artist for over 100 issues? Dick Dillon? I didn't know that.
Wait, I thought the I need an adult joke was from the Dragon Ball Z Abridged show.
All right, so now you guys can go ahead if you want to. Because here's the thing: I will sign everything for free in person, but if you want it shipped free, I do have to go down and sign it.
You said free. That's my language.
Well, yeah, if you go, in person, but you'd have to find a way to meet me.
I'll find you, Vaughn.
What's all this then? Oh, Jay, this is the. If you haven't backed it already, this is the launch party for Phenomenova. So you can, specifically for the Buzz cover, but also for Indiegogo and Kickstarter. So definitely make sure that you back on there if you're interested. The Buzz cover, of course, brand new. But all right, yeah. This is not Darkwing Duck. Who's the Phenomenova character with the Star Spangled Bandana? Reminds me of Star Spangled Kid. So that was originally Boom Boy until recently. I was on the Diaz Brothers show, and they suggested Kid Kaboom, and I decided I actually like that better. So Kid Kaboom is his name. So he can he basically can take explosive energy from his body, and when he punches out, it explodes on impact. So it'll be like
that sounds so
boom,
cool.
boom, like he shouts boom, and then it blows shit up. Boom, boom. Oh wait, hang on. Wait, because if he said that, because that was built into his characterization, he shouted boom when he did things. So if I change it to Kid Kaboom, because kaboom doesn't really work as well, because that's boom. Do we like Boom Boy or Kid Kaboom better? All right, new poll. New poll. Bobby liked Boom Boy. All right, let's see. Boom Boy or Kid Kaboom? Let's go. Oh, I also do have a not at all suspicious question to ask you guys.
What?
But first, Boom Boy or Kid Kaboom? I'm gonna grab something real quick.
Why not Black?
What is going on over there?
So here's the thing. I think Indiegogo, looking at it now, I think Kickstarter is gonna fund today. I don't know about Indiegogo, but right now where we're at, let's see, how far are we? Kid Kaboom. All right, let's see. Kid Kaboom seems to be more popular right now, this moment in time. But okay, because he just goes boom, boom, because he's supposed to, instead of saying kaboom, boom, boom, boom. He sounds like he's a Hollywood audio kid. Oh, that's
I'm not crazy about Kid Kaboom, but it's definitely better than Boom Boy.
Okay. Well, it's supposed to be. Here's the thing. Initially, I was a character. I was just going to be a throwaway character, and then I was like, yeah, I do like Boom. As I started coming up with, well, who would Boom Boy be? And then I was like, oh, I actually like him. Yeah. And that's happened a few times. I've come up with throwaway characters with throwaway names, and then as I like the character, I go, well, maybe that's the name.
Well,
it happened quite a few times actually.
Yeah. I think Chris nailed it. Like Boom Boy made a boom boom.
That's what I was thinking when you said that.
Okay. So that was a good one then. But yeah. All right. So as I was writing, this is one of those questions I have where I'm writing a story. I'm planning out a story. And it's one of those questions that I'm like, if I Google this, I will be put on a watch list. So there is a point where someone needs to be interrogated. And I'm like, well, if you had to interrogate, make sure you got information from someone and kidnap them to get information, where would you take them? I couldn't Google this, but I was thinking of ideas. I guess I could.
I mean, if you want to be stereotypical, you take them to an abandoned warehouse.
That was the first place I thought of. So there's an abandoned warehouse. Where else would you take someone if you wanted to get information out of someone after you've kidnapped them?
What kind of environment? Are we talking a city?
Or just interrogate them right then and there.
Well, what do you mean right then and there? How do you know where you're? All right.
Like wherever you meet, that's where you interrogate.
Yeah,
so
McDonald's,
if you meet them in a
fucking
public
doing
spot,
this. I want it my way.
No, you want it off the grid. No, the point is you want to not be caught.
Oh.
Make sure you have time to get these answers.
Right.
Oh, I thought you meant just interrogate them, not be caught.
What do you mean? No, you don't want to be caught. To conduct a thorough investigation, you can't have someone calling the police in the middle of it.
Well, make the interrogation quick.
Call him Bombastic. What's up, Buzz? Buzz, if you want the link, I could send it. I'll send Buzz the link. And I have to leave in soon, but if you want to pop by for even just a little bit, and then I'll be on later tonight. I'll send you the link, and then whether you want to join or not. People are liking your cover though. I'll have to. I didn't get a chance to really shout it out much. I'll shout it out better. Sounds like a tragic Snapchat story for the True Crime Channel. Yeah, but all right. So hypothetical question, Buzz. For my story reasons, only story. I swear this is not. If you were to kidnap someone and you have to interrogate them, some good locations to take them to. Deep underground base. That's a good one. Someone's in the middle of the ocean. Presumably in land, right? You can't just you drop in the ocean with them and you swim really far out and you're holding them and you're like, hey, Get
Okay,
me
like
the
an underwater
information.
layer or something.
Yeah, if you have all right, so an underground base, underwater base, an abandoned warehouse. Where else do we take someone?
Disused part of a subway.
Disused part of a subway, that could work. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean like a maintenance room or something.
Maintenance room, that could be good.
Yeah.
That'd be
Why
good.
at the person's home place like Punisher did in
Salt mine. Ooh,
Yeah,
salt mine's good.
Right. That's why I said it depends where this takes place. Like, because you don't necessarily want to be like driving for an hour.
You can interrogate them in the forest.
Because it's hard to, because this is a very specific. So just keep going and we'll see if he's the last son of the boys hero villain. No dad, I'm my own. Dude, the boys sucks.
I never understood that, why people like that show or book.
Well, okay,
frankly.
it was good, and then it wasn't. I think it's gotten shittier by season 3. I was like, because people were like, "Oh, there's still stakes." I'm like, "Oh, it keeps everyone on edge who could die," and I'm like, "But I don't care about anyone." Like, in
Yeah,
the
they're all
show.
assholes.
They're all assholes, all of them, and I'm like, there's like maybe like one okay person, and I'm supposed to care.
I'm not
Oh,
even
we
a fan
got
of the book. So
the,
I don't even like the show.
guest of honor, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no.
The man of the hour. Hold on, what do I want to play?
Mr. Aldrin?
Bang until the midnight.
Buzz, what's going on?
Did I just see like a Aunt Jemima dude shaking his ass?
Yes.
Yes, it did.
him.
Just for you.
So
Carlo
Buzz,
something.
your cover. I mean, people are big fans. I had someone actually say they were like waiting to back until they saw, like, once they saw just the thumbnail. I can't wait to see this one covered or colored, but this is great. Love it. But yeah, we were talking. I was talking about it because I have story-based questions sometimes that I think would put me on a watch list if I were to Google it.
Too late.
Yeah, well, I definitely. I remember one time I was like, because I was in science class, not paying attention, and I was like thinking about at the time a World War II story I was writing, and then I just started like I wasn't even thinking. I was just like on my laptop taking notes, but really I was just like looking up stuff for the story. And my friend goes, "Dude, what are you doing?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Why are you looking up guns in a classroom?" I'm like, "Oh, I didn't even think of that." I was like, because I was looking up like World War II guns and all.
Yeah.
And my friend's like, "Dude, this looks suspicious as fuck." I'm like, all right.
Plan to do with those guns, Vaughn.
Oh, nothing. Well, they were World War II era weapons. Well, actually, World War II era weapons
You
really.
couldn't look at porn mags like every other
Yeah.
normal kids, huh?
Well, in class.
The guns are his
Wow.
porn.
Where
You
else?
probably-
Where else are you gonna look at porn in class?
Is that what people did?
You're definitely going to get in less trouble for the porn than you would for the guns.
Yeah.
Well, that's one in here, and I've never done that. So
Hell, in school nowadays, I mean, depending on what kind, they might be like, "Nah, it's fine. It's educational."
Well, listen, porn in class is not a good idea. Also, neither is looking up guns in class. I'm a stunning and brave stance. We got, by the way, so I'm on Indiegogo now. I'm on Kickstarter now. Boy, promoting. But here's the thing. So far, Kickstarter is kicking Indiegogo's ass, which I expected, honestly, because most people. Here's the thing. Most people, everyone should launch on Kickstarter because most people use Kickstarter as the catch-all term.
Right. Well, also, like the people that would back you on Indiegogo, like your regular fans, they're already backing you on Fund My Comic.
Yeah, which took a smaller percentage, so that was very nice.
Right. Yeah, it's
Very
definitely. Nice. I think it's great to lean on that because
you think 1% or 2% makes a huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm looking at like what I make, and I'm like, no, because it gets, and then you have to realize that also a lot of that is the shipping money. So I'm not actually making the number that's on there. But Buzz, didn't you say we're gonna work on was it Philip Tan or something?
Yeah, this was something he had planned, and then the pandemic happened, so things kind of slowed down. And Philip went on to do other works. He did the Ronin, the second series with Frank Miller. So got busy, and actually Phil doesn't. He he. I wanted to ask him what he wanted to do with me. He's just like, no, I want you to draw. I just want to publish it, and maybe ink it or something. And it just like he's just a tremendous artist and a really really nice guy, and fellow yellow brother. So I thought maybe we'll have the Asian Coalition and try to put some cool books out. But it just kind of fell to the wayside for now. Same thing with my Lady Mechanica project with Benitez.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is Vaughn knows about this. Like, I've had to deal with a family health crisis for the last 5-6 months, so I could not take on any projects. And Vaughn's cover is probably the first thing I've drawn in 5 months. So
yeah, and you killed it. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. No, I had fun drawing. I was just happy to be drawing.
Yeah.
So Dash is going to be coloring it, and he'll have it by this weekend. With a lot of life stuff was happening to both he and I, and I wish I could just drop everything and just hit the drawing board, which will make me very happy, but I couldn't. So, we had planned something else, and like every day I wake up and there's something else happening that takes me away from my schedule. So I'm exhausted. I just want to pop in and say hi, and I had fun doing the cover, and we'll do a interview or something proper.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm excited for it. Yeah, the cover was amazing, man. And
Buzz, the cover turned out great. I backed it.
Oh, thank you very much. I have fun drawing it. It just, there's so much freaking computerized and AI crap out there. I just want to, show off a little bit. Like, hey, look, we just pencil and paper and ink.
Yeah.
I respect that a lot. Yeah.
Dude, AI art sucks too. Like, it's not even like, even if I had because obviously it would be cheaper, but it's also like there's so many things I've come up with or had artists and I just back and forth conversation. But it's totally just, I would never use it because it just ruins the whole creativity.
Well, it's a thieving fucking program. That's it. That's all it is.
By the way, Kevin Ryan, I think he knows you. He says, Buzz, best of luck from VT. It's been years, I think. I don't know if you know Kevin Ryan.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, good to see you, Kev.
Yeah, but it's nuts, man. I mean, AI art. Hang on, wasn't there a whole thing? Didn't someone win a Spawn contest or something because of that?
Well, yeah. And Todd hasn't said anything about it either, pussy. He just let it kind of die out, and he's just not going to use the cover. I'm like, come on, man, say something, Man,
call it out.
You've got the biggest fucking voice, right? And has resonated in this business. You fucked up. Just fucking say, hey, we don't allow this. It's just, I saw the form, and it says we're not accepting any AI induced artwork for now. For now? Yeah. Like, what does that mean? You'll accept it later on? I mean, DC just busted Martina, right? And it took him off all the covers.
Martina? Was he using AI, I take it?
Yeah. The guy's been photo bashing other people's artwork and has been stealing them for years. And now he's incorporating AI into the work as well. And Adi Granov caught one of the AI, telltale signs, which is, when things started stop making any sense. It's like the 6-7 fingers, but it was on a Superman cover, and the S had extra, lines on it. Mm-hmm. Obviously, is a AI. Mark, and he exposed it, and it got shared, and then DC took him off all the books. Because there is no editorial at Marvel or DC really anymore, especially DC. They don't even have offices anymore, you know?
Rubber stamp it.
Yeah, well, a few years ago, this is pre-pandemic, DC moved to California so they can be closer to the movie studios, and because they were just going to churn out properties to be made into films and shows anyway. So, and all the editors, editorial, they all got moved out there. Everyone was given a position, and they all had apartments and well paid and all that. But during the pandemic, and everybody stayed home and worked from home, they were like, wait a minute, this is working out. Nobody needs to be in an office. Why are we paying $1 million a fucking month for an office that nobody's going to use? So they closed all the offices down.
What, at DC and Marvel?
DC, yeah.
DC specific. Marvel still has theirs?
I think Marvel's gone too. Yeah, I think they're all gone. So later on, DC's like, well, if we don't need the offices, why do we even need them for? So they got rid of all the editorial too.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of my editor friends are like stranded in California. Some of them found some work. Some of them are just like, living off the severance until they're trying to figure out what they want to do. Yeah. So there's no real editorial that's like looking at submissions or layouts of artwork and going, yeah, that looks funny. That doesn't look right. DC used to have an amazing art director, Mark Chiarello.
Oh, yeah.
Who is a renowned artist himself. So when you have someone who is an actual artist and know what the fuck they're doing, be in charge of editorial, then, you won't make mistakes like they do now. And this is like the third AI-induced art, that graced their covers in less than a year. So they're screwing up big time.
Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing stuff. I know there's like big telltale signs. Let's see, Mark. I'm seeing if what I've read of Chiarello's.
Mark Chiarello.
He did Dark Victory? What are you on Dark Victory?
The covers. No, he's the editor on it too. So yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, because that was Tim.
Mark Chiarello was well known as celebrated illustrator and comic book artist before he became an art director.
Yeah, I'm looking. Okay, so I've read issues 9. Because hang on, what did he do on these issues? I'm checking.
He also does colors too. So
he does colors. All right, let's see. I'm seeing what he did because I have these issues. Chiarello. Okay, these are good issues. So 9 was 9 the colon issue. All right, 9. Let's look at it. Chiarello did colors. All right, so Mark Chiarello did colors on 9
because he's an illustrator and painter. So he did colors too.
All right, colors on those.
But he can also draw and paint, and he's an amazing designer. So he would do covers. He would just being an art director and cover editor. He's the guy who pick and choose and edit all the designs and layouts for the covers.
Yeah, I mean, look, because I'm a good. I think there needs to be art and writing editors too. I think the problem is that there's not enough of both.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But he's got a great eye for design, but when you have somebody like that as an art director, you're gonna have some amazing books. Yeah.
Let's see, he did cover because it says cover editor.
No, yeah. Well, he did he laid out the covers and he did art direction on them. So.
Oh, and Tim Sale.
Tim Sale's the artist. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Dark Victory is so good. That's an underrated one.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking at his resume. Okay. Yeah, Chiarello's. All right, so his stuff, I didn't know it super well, but yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah, so DC fired him a few years ago.
Oh man!
And the thing was, when you have a real good art director or a group editor that works well with creators, and you get rid of that person, you also lose the creators because Creative people are weird. I'm weird.
Yeah.
You know, we're a bunch of babies, and a good editor's job is to babysit and, you know, corral us and make us want to work. So when you lose, you know, your favorite editor who knows your shit, and you don't want to do any more work for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is about the time when Diane Nelson, the head of DC, was kind of cutting costs and slimming things down. And if you weren't willing to relocate to California, you know, your job wasn't done.
Damn.
Yeah, this is because Warner Brother had taken over at the time. You know, this is like a couple of hands have already changed since. You know, I think what now owns it, or AT&T owns it, and then Discovery. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Pretty soon, Papa John's going to own it. I don't know who else is going to buy it.
Hey, that might be an upgrade.
Right?
Papa John, yeah, DC. It's so weird, and you could see it in the product that they're always DC has having, you know, no pun intended, an identity crisis. They're always changing shit. Like I remember when I was first getting into comics, they were like getting rid of the underwear on the outside, and I was like, why are they doing that? That's such a trivial thing to make a big controversy about.
Yeah,
it was so dumb. Like I don't know why they did that.
I think having Superman lose the trunks might be a copyright trademark reason.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Because
but they didn't want to say that though.
Yeah.
They were embarrassed.
Just like the yellow behind the bat symbol on the chest is so that they can trademark it.
Yeah.
And it's more recognizable too. So
yeah.
No,
absolutely.
But you know, it put too much emphasis on his fucking junk without the, you know, it just looked weird. You know, it just looked like a guy in a pair of leotards, and you know, it doesn't work with all of them. You know, Cavill, like Henry Cavill, pulled it off, but they still had to put some pinstriping around, you know, kind of mold it so that you're not just looking at his dick. So, but now he's got ill-fitting suit and loose fucking shorts.
Yeah, doesn't look good.
I mean, like, they got the guy. He looks the part. I like him. You know, I mean, he's like Henry Cavill from Wish, but still, he's taller. The guy got the smile. He's, you know, like,
he's not bad.
Yeah.
At least he got his underwear out.
Yeah, and then I see the suit, and I'm like, looks like a 12-year-old trying to, you know, dress up as Superman for Halloween. And then their excuse is like, well, they'll take care of his CGI in post. And I'm like, well, why is the need for that? Just get
just get the suit.
Yeah, just get a better fitting suit. That's it.
Like, people over rely on CGI for everything.
Yeah.
We'll fix it in post.
Definitely.
At one point, DC was owned by a company that ran parking lots. Is that? I didn't know that. Who really?
I personally don't have a problem with the suit, but I do understand why people don't have issues with it.
Yeah. Well, it's again, it's a little off. And I know that it's like when you saw production pictures of Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, you know, Brie Larson, who has no ass, and you know, and then you saw that like, oh my God, you know, I got a bigger ass than she does. What the hell? And you see the movie, and they CGI'd it so that it's tighter fitting.
Wait, really? Did they do that?
Yep.
Yeah. When you saw the first
CGI.
photos, right? Brie Larson has no ass. So,
that's wild.
But they can do that, and so. But I'm like, you know, you don't have to if you just get a little better fitting suit. I like that trunks are back. I dig it, and you know, if they're gonna go with that little more, you know what? I love the way Mr. Terrific looks terrific.
Yeah,
he looks just like him.
Yeah, he was my favorite character to draw when I was doing JSA, and I think
he's so underrated.
Yeah, and Gray.
You liked him more than Hawkman?
There's so many fucking feathers, man. It's like, you know, No, dude. He's walking around with a freaking jacket with a paint on his face that says, fair play on the sleeve. Man, it just looked cool. And I drew a double page fight scene between him and Cobra, and I had him actually use like actual martial art moves. It was kind of cool. So, but I was like, now that's comic accurate, you know?
Yeah, that is cool.
He needs to be more muscular, though, in my opinion.
I'm sorry?
When the Mr. Terrific in the new Superman movie, he looks kind of skinny. I think he should beef up a little more.
I think it's the actor. He's pretty freaking fit, man. But he has like a more sinewy feature, I guess. I know what you mean. He should be a little beefier, right? Mm-hmm. But the guy is in tremendous shape, though. If you see a picture,
maybe the jacket's covering it.
Yeah, but there are people. He's like one of those V-shaped guys. Got big shoulder and then tapered, little waist, and so I guess
maybe the jacket's really big. That's probably why.
Yeah, but it's a comic film. I'll support it. Even bad ones, I support it anyway because I remember when we didn't have any. And you guys are much younger. Mm-hmm. Growing up, as far as live action goes, what do we have? We had a slow moving Hulk. Mm-hmm. We had Wonder Woman. She was hot. That's about it. Spider-Man that shot ropes out of his wrists. Mm-hmm. And webbing that took forever. Literally, like bad guys underneath waiting for it to fall on him. And what else do we have?
I get it. I do have to end this early because I have a show to run to. But thank you guys. I'll be back later if any of you guys are up late. But if not, don't worry about it. And thank you guys for coming on. I'm not rage quitting, but I'm gonna post the link to the stream I'm going on. I'm gonna be with talking X-Men 97, the episode 4. We're going through it week by week, and this show has been great, man. I watched the video game episode recently that also has the first half of Life Death. You can really tell that the people making the show actually like the comics. So definitely head on over there. I will see you guys there, but I gotta head out. Thank you guys so much for coming on. No need to stay because I'm not going to be in the back. But Buzz, thank you for this cover, man. I know how busy you've been.
My pleasure.
And I'm looking forward to having you on again. But Alex, Transformers fan, Master Hobo, thank you guys for keeping me company. And have a good one, guys. I'm going to play the trailer as I head out.
Good night.
And
bye-bye.
Alex, thanks for back. When the whole world was dragged into World War III, brave men like my father fought on the front lines. And they weren't alone. That was 20 years ago. Now it's up to us to carry on their legacy. And every so often, the earth from which we come gives way for something new. Something greater to be born, and with them, even greater threats to face. Bring it on! Phenomenova. For you, Dad. For you.